trying something new today. Got some new indicators. So I'm just on demo because I'm just testing this out. See if these help. I basically got these delta showing where the sellers are, and then of course the buyers. Ideally what you want is confluence of multiple and of course the box is bullish, so I'm fighting my own box at the moment. This is a plus, so I will, well, there we go. It's looking for so that didn't make me lose that one. Is that bullish? Yes, you got two deltas. Let's see if this one can hold. Hope it didn't. Yeah, pushing these upper gain lines, levels. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this 310 is an interesting number here. Nice. Nice little bounce there. Again level, again level, again level. That one would have been, yeah, nice again level, and then nice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty sweet there. Yeah, then overnight you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then basically 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Just waiting for confirmation. Of course, we're 15 minutes before the open, so who knows? So we get That 120. Yeah, it'd be nice if we can get a volume profile with an order flow. We shall see. Back. Alright, so you guys can see I got a new chart here. I'm just testing out. I might bring another chart back on, but I want to see if obviously I got my main strategy here with the GAN lines and on a 5-minute, and then I've created this basically it's just a tool, like a GAN precision toolkit. So it has multiple, a lot of logic coming on. So basically these are delta, these orange are delta order flow. And then you'll see some other things that pop up, like this is a high volume confluence. So when you get a mixture, that's probably where you stay out. And then when you get a nice you're really at a good level, obviously it'd be nice to have other, maybe a pin bar or some other confluence, but that's definitely a B plus, because you got the 275 with the delta going GAN to GAN, and then this one would be, so there we go. Okay, so this was I'm gonna just I'm on demo because I'm just testing this out. So we got the delta and the volume giving us, well, actually this didn't close, so I'm jumping on this a little early so they could disappear. Yeah, so technically I should have waited 5 minutes for that, but we did have the delta giving us a letting us know that there's some sellers coming in, but again, that's just one candle, so we'll see. And it's we're hitting the kind of overnight highs basically, so it'd be interesting to see if this and we come down, or we're going to go back up. I'm not going to try to predict anything, but just trying my new indicator out here. What's going on, JP? So yeah, just a little newer chart, just testing out this, my little toolkit. So you can see the delta order flow here, and then I also got some pin bars. I got a few things that I'm looking for confluence, but my trade idea right now, I'm on demo right now because I'm just testing this out. But we have this nice delta order flow, sellers coming in at the 310. So we'll see. Again, I don't know if it'll hold or not, but we're 9 minutes to market open, so we'll see NQ play some games likely. So that 8:30 news didn't do too much, right? It just kind of went up to the kind of overnight highs. Well, I don't have this one published yet. So, and I took off the mark. Well, I can put on the GAN box, but I'm on a 5-minute chart, so the boxes are going to be bullish for a while. I need to get this where I can have the boxes. I'd like to have the boxes show on a. It's supposed to show, the box is supposed to show like on a 20-second. But I'll get that worked out after. Just got to rework the code a little bit. So yeah, I'm fighting my 5-minute box, but right now, today, I'm just testing out my my toolkit with the GAN lines and then volume. So you definitely got a nice little scalp that's playing out. But again, this is a little crazy because our market opens in 8 minutes. So is it always wise to have a position on right at the open? Not right. So I'm just demoing. I just want to have the best tools available, and I do like Market Pro a lot. It's really good for trade management, but I'm looking for the ultimate confluence companion indicator that will help our GAN decision making. So I came up with this toolkit. So sure, this was my first day trying it out. So, you're in crude. Well, maybe crude's good, man. Nice. So we got 2 deltas printing. Well, this is again the bar has to close. So that's kind of cool though, giving more confluence. But yeah, the open's gonna trigger some craziness likely. So we'll see if this. Is the market going to go north of 310, or is it going to hold? Overnight, there were definitely people were up. Some great scalping opportunities between these levels. Make sure I'm on the right. Yeah, I'm on the 1 hour. If I go to 4 hours, yeah, see it's pushed up above. So I'm going to stay on the 1 hour for now. So this tool is a brand new one that I came up with yesterday. Well, I've been working on it for a while, but it hasn't been published yet because I'm testing it. It's called the GAN Precision Toolkit. It's kind of like, to be dumb, the GAN lines are like Batman, right? Like the GAN lines are my levels, right? Yeah, dude. Me too. I was kind of shocked it pumped so high too, especially overnight. Look at that, just. Overnight at 1:30, just straight up, right, and then get some chop there. But yeah, so this has a whole thing built in: volume profile, order flow, price action. So it has a lot of cool. It gives you some real time confluence when you're at a GAN line area. So when we're at 310, we got a nice delta saying there's some sellers coming on. So it gives you, again, nothing's 100%, but it's going to give you action right at those areas that I care about. So I'll be really excited once, if it's working. I'm definitely going to publish it for everyone to use because we all know GAN is the king. So now let's find the best tools that align with our GAN. So you can already see, it's pretty sweet. I already got 1, 2, 3. I'm done. I'd be done for the day, right? I got 3 GANs. It's only 1 hour. I prefer the 4 hour, but still, if you're getting, well, I guess I got in here, so I back. Sorry. So that's 1, 2, 3. I would have got, if I had my, that's a pretty good day already. So, and that's not right performance before the open. So that's kind of why I wanted to, and look at how awesome that is here. You get, it happened pretty fast, but if you saw the 280 earlier, you might have got in here and you could have scalped, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1 hour GANs. And then you're done even before the crazy New York, right? Just awesome pre-market. Then even here at 740, look at that. You get a nice delta, 1 GAN, and then a half. So you definitely would have locked in profit at 1 GAN, and then maybe you get 1 or 2 contracts left that probably would have just broke even, but you would have got a nice full GAN, almost a full GAN. So you can see how awesome. And then look at this. You're getting in here at 308. So again, you're sure at 2 full GANs before the market even opens. So that's the tool that I'm combining with my favorite, which is the GAN levels. So I think this will be a great. Again, as I work through some more stuff, I just want to add some more things to it, but I'm liking it a lot so far. Because you can trade GAN lines without anything, right? You could say there's some wicks, the Heikenhashi flipped red, but this gives you extra stuff. Now you see a bullish, high volume, but obviously we'll see if this holds. So I'm not gonna. That's where I need to. And I'll look at that. This is awesome. I'm just telling you. Look at this. So we've already got off that one, delta confirmation. Let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1 hour GANs, and then almost 6 down. If we get down to 43, guy, that's awesome. Who wouldn't want to trade with GANs in this freaking indicator? You're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it all freaking day. You know what I mean? It's so awesome. So, and look at the market just tanking. Oh man, this is beautiful. So so I really should be taking some off, right? As I, because that's just what you do, right? So I'll take off a couple and leave one running. So I'm already up 2K for the day, and let's put a stop on here. So already you're done. The market hasn't even opened yet, and you're done. You know what I mean? That's trading 101. You're done for the day before the market opens. So I found a cool tool. Later, guys, you guys don't need it. You guys don't need me anymore. So you're good, right? You don't need it. Oh man, that was awesome. That was just pure. That was just beauty. I love when you're kind of done for the day, and now you can just play. So yeah, I hope you guys figure it out, because I'm good now. I got my tools. If you guys want it, let me know. No, I wish I did that every time. Hey Eric, what's up? Yeah, I'm not drunk or anything. I don't have any edibles yet. No mushrooms yet. No, just kidding. Though, Silicon Valley is all about mushrooms these days, as you guys know, right? They use mushrooms all the time for focus and not for the, That's right, dude. I'm just going to use this all week, and you guys can just watch me, just kill it. So, it's all entertainment, right? I can't give you financial advice, but you guys can just, it's kind of like I have a big piece of cake, you guys can just watch, Look at this. This is freaking awesome. See, Eric's the one that got me was like, you know what, just do 1 hour GANs. 4 hours, and look at this, Eric. You want me to count these off for you? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7. Is that enough GAN lines for you, Eric? I don't know if that's enough for you. I know you like one GAN to GAN, so I don't think this tool will be good for you, Eric, because you don't like those big moves. Hey, thanks, Travis. Appreciate that, dude. Glad you're on, dude. You're one of my faves. You and Eric, JP. Seriously, we got the best group in the world, man. Yeah, dude. I'm sure I'll be sharing this later today, because it's just, even though it might not be fully done, it might be good for you guys just to have it, and maybe we can just make it better. Because I always knew, we needed something with GAN, right? You need a tool with GAN to help you. I mean, when you have a GAN by itself, you can be profitable. But now, if you're adding some confluence, and now, so you're getting, you have 1 hour. So now you can see we are getting some green volume, but you want confluence, right? We're not getting any deltas. So, you could scalp north a little bit here at 227, but, the idea is getting a whole bunch of, you're not getting any candlesticks or anything either. You're just getting a little. Did you try? Yeah, dude, I love our Amazon, man. Our Discord. Our Discord is awesome. I love all the. I'm pulling out new tools. I did that earth-shattering one yesterday. And then I'm working on this, out of this world one, and JP makes fun of me because, I'm just making new indicators. But, as you're developing tools, one GANs are great, quick, easy money, plus they're stackable. If you guys are feeling feisty, go for another. That's right, Eric. I like 7 GANs, man. But and of course, my favorite 4 hour, 2 4 hour GANs is my favorite. Or one daily GAN to GAN is pretty epic too, of course. But the 4 hour. Let's see here, because the 4 hour it pushed up, so it didn't give me. Why was that on 45 minutes? I'm sorry. It was on 45 minutes. The 4 hour GAN. So this is actually pretty cool. So you get, you're a little above the 4 hour. So if you got in at 298, look at that. I mean, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 4-hour GANs. That's pretty awesome. I mean, that's really cool, I think. So take that, Eric. Take the 1 hour. No, I actually do love the 1 hour. The 1 hour GAN is just gives you some more areas to scalp with, for sure. So the 1 hour is really good for just not being greedy, like you said. And then it's nice when they kind of stack up too. I always like when the GAN lines kind of stack up. So that was a pretty killer trade right from the get-go. I don't see a reason to flip just yet. You got these two. And yeah, I'll send out a whole user guide, what everything means. So when I publish this later today, you guys, and then it'd be nice you guys play around with it and let's make it better, right? Let's get let's get these entries better and better. But you can see already, I mean, it gave you awesome. Earlier, again, I think I could just cover again 277. Look at that. Awesome scalps up. But again, that was during the news. 1 hour GANs are great for Fridays, especially. You're right, dude. GANs are good for it's good for trends. It's good for when the market's choppy, right? Because on trend days you can play the continuation. So in choppy days you can look for indecision bars when it's just kind of chopping around, so you can see. Yeah, you're right. I think that's what I love about GAN levels is that you can really adapt them to the day. And of course, you've seen me before where you take some hits, because you're playing at a level, and sometimes the wicks on NQ can be pretty brutal. But look at this though, you're going to get paid too. So yes, you'll take some lumps on occasional times where it may wick you out. But as you can see, then if you stay with that strategy, you are going to get paid. So that's what I like about it. Yeah, you guys have seen me like last Friday. I was, again, I didn't trade very well in the morning, as JP kind of made fun of me, forcing things. But then the 2 prior days were killers, and then yesterday killed it. Yesterday, I think I got stopped out a couple times, but again, with the right account size, you can take a couple of wicks. Again, if you really like this area, I don't mind getting wicked out a couple times, as long as I'm with my strategy. If you're revenging, that's different, right? Oh yeah, dude, this will be my live go-to. I mean, I want to get the pro to work. I want the pro to be like on a 30-second, but I want it to be. I want to be on a 5-minute chart, but I want the pro to be like it's on a 30-second, so I get better entries. If that makes sense. Or maybe you have both. Like, it's nice to have the pro on the 5-minute, but then I want to have the pro on a 30-second, so I have really good entries, or even 15 seconds. And then with this, with the combination of the toolkit to really help me, so you get all this volume. Because as you know, I can't use I don't like EMAs or other oscillators, right? Because then it's a delay, right? If we're using EMAs, but I'm not saying EMAs don't work. Of course, anything works, but we're playing precision. Like, we're getting in right at 298. Now, if I wait for the price to cross over an EMA, to me that's ludicrous. I mean, why, right? When you have volume and price, I don't know what else. What else is better? So I like that back: order flow, price, and then the level. Right. Yeah, I'm around 30 to 40. A lot of times I will do a 40 tick stop on NQ, but I try not to let it take a full stop. Like, if it's coming against me, I'll just get out. Right. That's the smart thing is you have a stop that's maybe a little bit to give it room, but ideally you don't let it take a full stop, and ideally you're not trading during a time frame where the price is just acting so crazy that you're going to get worked out. Like today, like, it's kind of a boring day, right? I hate to say it, right? This is not like crazy price action right now, right? But that's why I like kind of like the 5-minute. The 1-minute chart gets a little bit. There's just too much going on. So if I go to the 1-minute, as you can see, yeah, we get these awesome deltas. And then we're in the order box, but now see we're getting some, now we're getting some reverse. So you could scalp, you could go to a 1-minute with the indicator, but I'm looking for the best trades, right? And I think that's what we could. Everyone has their own tolerance. That's the beauty of it. Like, if you guys want to play around with it on the 1-minute, and if you like to scalp up and down, I personally like A+ setups where I'm done. Hey Alan, there's a link on my channel. So there's 2 options. If you go with the $47 a month, then you get onboarding calls, email support, pretty much as you want. Like, you don't really have a limit on the calls you get with that. Otherwise, if you don't want that kind of support, you can get the indicators for $25 a month, and you're going to get like 8 or 9. But really what we have is 3 flagship ones. We have the auto GAN, which is awesome because it auto populates these GAN levels for you. Then this toolkit will be published soon, and then we have the other flagship, which is the quantum zones. But as you can see, it's a little lagging because I'm on the 5-minute. Again, if we go to like a 30-second chart, I really love the how it spreads out. And I'll show you what I mean in here. I'll show you if you haven't seen it. So you can see it would have had you got in. So if you're on a 30-second chart, you can see this blue box. It would have put a sell signal right about 310. So then you can see how this box trails down. So not that you have your stop right here, but it gives you an idea visually. Like it's just a good trade management tool per se. So that's why I need to get the box switched. So I want this box on the 30-second to work on the 5-minute thing. So anyway, so you can see how this box trails down, and this is kind of like you can see how it trails. So that's why I don't keep my stop right on the box, because you see NQ love to kind of wick up, but it visually gives you kind of an idea of where your stop should be, and it can even be at a GAN level. So you have your box here. Maybe I guess I don't even need that. I can just use my own stop. So, and I already took off 2. So right, so I'm going to put my stop kind of above the GAN level, right, where things could flip, because we know, we have, and this is on the 30 seconds, so we have a delta here. Yeah, let me grab the Discord link. 1 second here. Discord. And JP, it'd be kind of cool if we could automate this. I don't know if we can automate order flow and delta stuff, but we'll see. Where's my invitation thing? Invite people. Copy. Oh, actually, you have to do it this way. Sorry, I have too many monitors. So I think if I can, I can do an invite. So sorry about that then. So this is the, and I think this link only lasts like 7 days. That's why the one earlier I took down, because, yeah, there's always worth trying, especially if we get it worked out. But so far, this is I created this. It took me a little bit, but this is like brand new. Just the idea, I've just been working on it in my head for a long time. Like, I gotta find a way to add volume. I knew volume was a critical piece to price, right? We all know that. I don't know volume profile and order flow, and then there's book mapping and all that stuff. So, but anyway, I'm loving this so far. I just want to get I need to get the pro to work, so it's not lagging. But anyway, it's pretty awesome though. You can see how you're just trailing this down, and so I'm. And you don't have to use the quantum. I just like it, So anyway, that's this is awesome stuff, man. This is really cool. I love the full confirmation of everything. Basically got the best trade of the day, and that's pretty rare, right? To get on. I don't know. You guys watch NQ a lot. To get the best trade of the day at 15 minutes before the market even opened, and then for NQ not to mess with me, surprising, right? Usually NQ likes to play some games, but today decided to be nice for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but it probably the easiest day. That was probably the easiest trade I've done in a long time. That was awesome. That was, seriously, that was amazing. And it's still, what a great trade. Made $2K, and then this thing is just going down. What else? I don't have to tell you guys. Every day I sound like, I don't, like every time I watch GAN levels, I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is awesome. Oh man. Oh, it's just awesome. I know, dude. Yeah, there's no reason to get out yet, right? You have 2 volume things, but again, confluence-wise, there's no deltas, there's no pin bar. So that's what's cool about this. It has a combination of order flow, price action, and volume, all in one freaking indicator. Isn't it awesome? So, and it's only going to get better. This is my first iteration. My mad scientist ways, this is definitely not done. There'll probably be 4 or 5 more versions coming, because I love playing, just tweaking it. and then JP and everyone else, like everyone else's feedback. So I'll definitely be getting it out because it's right now it's actually usable, but now we just need to get it better, honestly, right? So anyway, I'm excited. This is awesome. So yeah, now we're just kind of going again. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this is my favorite way to trade. MRTBK333. And Eric and Travis and JP have been following me for a while. I don't know, like I'll change on the fly. If there's a better way to trade, I've been trading for a long time. I've never found a better way to trade than GAN. Yeah, thanks, Eric, dude. Yeah, dude, like I don't know what it is. I have a really weird, relentless personality. It's good and bad. When I was in junior high, to bore you guys, I was like the worst golfer probably out of anyone I knew. So I basically failed. I didn't make the golf team all my junior high years. I didn't make it up until my senior year. I finally got to be where I was a scratch golfer and I made the team. But I basically failed for almost 6 years. I was so determined to be good, but I was literally the worst forever. So, and that's trading was kind of like that too for me. Man, was I god awful trader. You know, I think my first trade, actually, I think I was buying stocks. I made like a big chunk on Google back in like 2007. Then I thought I was the trading god, and then I got into options, and then futures, and was basically just really pretty much pathetic. You know, I'd have winning streaks, but then the past year everything changed. So, not that I'm rolling in the money, but you know, I'm just so much more calmer about it, and I've had since last fall, even last summer. Last summer I was really starting to make changes in my behavior, but the fall really was a game changer for me. Just the transition of, you know, the eval cycle to actually getting payouts. You know, it's kind of so I know it well. I know the process of someone that, depending if you're funded on your own, which is even better. That's my goal, to get out of the prop firm space, just because, you know, it can be kind of wonky. There's stupid rules, and we all know the pass rate of most evals is pretty low. But I really think with GANs and volume and what we're doing, we're going to help a lot of people pass evals, and even better, get out of evals, get into live accounts. You know, use real firms, right? I don't want to bore you guys to death, but you know, find a legitimate firm that you trust, and I can help you with that. I know 3 or 4 that actually do pay out. As we all know, I've been burned by a couple. So, you know, in this space, nothing's ever guaranteed, right? One day, whatever firm you're with could be gone. They could do a rug pull, as we've seen it with 4 or 5 this past year. So, but you try to find a good firm, and then ultimately, it'd be nice just to have your own funds. I know some of you guys that are on, luckily don't have to worry about the prop firm for capital. You can just do your own thing. So this is freaking awesome. I don't know. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now we're at 5, 4 hour. Oh, man. I'm laughing because it's not even 20 minutes into the market and we're done. 24 hour GANs. I don't know if I can even count the hour. For Eric, I will count the hour, because Eric loves hour GANs. So if I was Eric trading the 1 hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8. Eric, is that enough? 8. Oh man. Oh man, that's so funny, dude. 8 freaking GAN lines, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh man, and I love it, right? There's not like any fancy, like this is pretty basic. Like you can explain to like I can talk to my 3rd grader and say, hey, I buy at this line, I sell at this line. I mean, but obviously there's other things going on, but like, I love it when you can simplify. Like, I know there's a lot going on, but at the same time, it's very simple. Like, it's not like this is crazy, and it's very teachable, and it's very repetitive. And then it gets to be boring because now we're done. So, man, it would be cool, like, if we had our group, we get like an Airbnb in Vegas or somewhere cool, and, do something fun, or I don't know. I've always wanted to have a core group where, you do, we all get massive payouts and go have some fun, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's kind of like what I've always envisioned. You get like a really good group of people that you like going to battle with every day, and all the sweat, all that goes into it, and you just live it up to some degree, right? I don't know. That's what I've always wanted. So yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like, once we all get like our massive 10K, 20K paydays, man, let's just go down and party it up for a couple days. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of like, I think it'd be fun, especially when we look at my channel. I mean, I'm not going to be like, it's not going to grow to be thousands. I mean, I'm just trading GAN lines. I mean, he's going to find me. I don't care, right? I love, seriously, the people we have, I think it's awesome. But yeah, dude, I'd love to have like do well enough where I could just, hey guys, I'm gonna get an Airbnb on this date. Maybe it's Florida, maybe I don't know, somewhere cool, and I'll be down. Like, I don't care. Maybe I'm by myself. I'll just be by myself. Maybe JP will show up, but I think JP's already in a warm place, so I don't think JP like right now in Minnesota it's like -20 right now. So, oh yeah, I gotta go feed the chickens pretty soon, so that sucks. But at least I have eggs, so I can post a picture of all the eggs that I have stacked on my kitchen counter. So that could make you guys jealous. But JP could post pictures of him on his deck while I'm freezing my ass off up here. And Eric knows Minnesota a little bit, so but yeah, luckily you guys live somewhere warmer. It's freaking cold here right now. Oh, this is good stuff, though. Yeah, I mean, that's where you're on a 5-minute. We got the best trade, and so obviously, if someone wanted to scalp off, 165 to 208. I mean, you can get down to let's just say we're at a 1 minute. Let's just check to see how that looked. So, I mean, you get all these deltas. That's a nice push down. By the time this one fired. So you really had to get an entry on that 165. You would have just had to play the levels, and if you got stopped out. I mean, I don't recommend that, but obviously there's a lot of ways to play levels. But in theory, you could have been like, it's wicking down. I'm just saying, if people wanted to counter trend, which again I don't recommend, but there's always a million ways to do it. You could have, in theory, watched how it was coming down, and just taken a very, I'd say, low probability but tight stop. You could have entered up 164, 165. Let's actually say this. You could have entered at 168, going for a scalp to 206. So, I mean, there's ways to play. Like, if you miss a big move and you want to counter trend the move, which again I don't recommend it, but you certainly can practice it on demo. I like to catch the big moves and be done personally. That's how I prefer it to be. But sometimes you don't always get that, right? If you wake up now, you missed it. Well, okay, what are your opportunities? Either A, wait and do nothing, or see if there's some areas that you can scalp now, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. Yeah, dude, you should feel bad for me, dude, but, Minnesota's pretty good overall. Clean water, good roads, good schools, all the non-sexy things that I call. I mean, really, Minnesota is probably one of the best places to raise a family. Low crime. Well, Minneapolis has turned into it's pretty brutal up there. But, all that. I don't want to get into that stuff. But I don't really love Minneapolis right now like I used to. I never go up there. It's like the police. It's like it's scary now. Like, you can go to a T-Wolves game or you're safe. Obviously football. But there's a lot of sketchy stuff. But I think any big city. I don't know if it's just Minneapolis, right? Any like Chicago, man. I love Chicago, but that place is scary. Yeah, I mean today is one of those days, man. You just get the fire going, and after this, I'll be by the fire reading or coding. So for me, I don't have to really go anywhere, so I don't mind. I really don't. I don't know. I guess I have to go out and feed the chickens, but and see if they're still alive. That's always like I open the door. I'm like, oh man, do I have any dead chickens I have to deal with today? Because it's like, how do they survive? But my chickens are as crazy as me. They're like probably outside right now in the snow. They're crazy. So I think they're still alive. I have to go check in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, guys. This is awesome. You're kind of crazy with things. That's good to hear, man. Yeah, South Florida, right? I mean, you get a lot of people down there, right? I mean, from just spring break to just everyone just wants to. Heck, I'd move to South Florida if I could, right? So, yeah, sometimes I'm crazy. Well, this is the sad part, JP. So in Minnesota, like a day like today, yeah, you probably have a coat on, but like when it gets to be 20, dude, I'll be wearing shorts. That's what's sad. When 20 degrees feels warm, that's crazy. Like seriously, like next week when it gets to 20 or 30, dude, like I'll just have a hoodie and shorts, man. Like it's crazy. And not that to walk around for an hour, but like you can go into the store, like I'm not gonna wear a parka if it's 20 degrees. Are you crazy? You know what I mean? Like I know that's sad though, right? Like if 20 degrees feels okay for you to wear a hoodie and shorts, that's but then again, if you live in San Diego and it gets to be 50, you're cold, So like it all depends on where you live. Like it's like your body adapts. Because I have friends, like I've been in Florida, on I remember feeling like it was freaking cold. Like I was like surprised that I felt cold. Like I'm like, oh, I live in Minnesota, dude. I felt freaking cold. So I don't know, your body, it's all relative. But anyway, sorry to bore you guys on weather stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird on the day where you're kind of done too, right? I mean, I caught the best trade of the day, and now it's like, well, I don't really love. I mean, again, if you're on the 1 minute, you could have scalped. So I mean, I could say, okay, you know what? Let's just say we're done. It's like 3K today or 4K. I lost track, but either way, it's like a 3K day today, right? On 4 contracts, wherever it was, like, or I think it was like 3 contracts. It was like, what an awesome day. So now, what else do you do? I guess we could pretend like nothing happened and see what trades are available, right? So, ideally, so you could say, okay, is it going to hold 06? Are we getting any confirmation? So we have a pin bar here. So if you do take let's say you're going to take a short here. So in theory, what you're going to do, we might have missed the best move, but either way, just in theory, we would have our stop, a little above the GAN area, right? And minis are pretty brutal. If you lose on a mini, it hurts. And really, we're not getting a delta, so this definitely wouldn't be like an A plus short here because we didn't really get additional confirmation. Hence why we're taking a little bit of heat on this short. Again, don't follow me. We already won for the day. Now we're just kind of practicing levels at this point until you guys are tired of hearing me talk, and then I can jump off whenever you guys are bored to death. But if you're just playing levels, it would have been nice to see a little more confirmation. I mean, yeah, you have a pin bar. Now this is starting to flash a little bit here, but we'll see if we can get a scalp from 05 down to 165. We'll see. We'll see if it works out. Again, we already won, so this is just gravy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, 70 feels cold to you. Whatever, JP. You can, where you can stick that comment. Just kidding. I'm happy for you that you live in a warm place, JP. just don't go for a walk and let an alligator get you. That always terrifies me, to live in a place where an alligator could, you're on a walk and an alligator could snag you. But I know that's probably unlikely. But still, the idea of an alligator eating me kind of freaks me out. So this is kind of a cool scalp, guys. I mean, did we get, the delta's coming on now, but we had a key level that was decent, right? So look at that, 1,000, almost $800 that you could be scalping. There you go. So then you're done. So even if you join the party late, you're getting what I call, I guess we'll have to call it an Eric, a GAN to almost GAN. And so now on 2 contracts, you're done. Look at that, dude is going to hit it. So this is another. Look at that, an Eric again, I blasted through it, $1,500. Okay, well, I think I'm done, guys. That was awesome. Oh man, JP, how many days in a row have I killed it? I'm just being honest. Seriously, I shouldn't be cocky, but seriously, dude, how many days have we killed it in this room live now? Last Friday I struggled a little bit, but overall won. I think I'm going on almost 4 days in a row. I think maybe more. I don't know. If you kept track, JP, just being honest. And again, this is not me. It's just GANs, right? I shouldn't take, I can't take credit for anything. Someone taught me this. So, but JP, I know you've been live with me for a few week or so. Have we had I had a bad Friday on my personal account, but the demo killed it because I remember we were just playing levels and we were killing it playing levels. It was tricky, and then of course I remember I was coding for a while. And then I looked at the market. The best trades kind of happened later on Friday. But anyway, Friday I struggled for sure on my. But look at this, what a beautiful day. Yeah, dude. I mean, I honestly love our room, man. Profit's fun, but it's just fun to, it could be $1. Like I said, the P&L is just the result, right? The process is what I get more happy about than the dollar amount. And yeah, I think last K, that's right, dude. Eric GAN to GAN, dude. And look at that. That was $1,500 on 2 contracts. Again, yeah, there's commissions. So yeah, paper trading is never, we all get that. But you have to, yeah, dude, it's been the past couple weeks. I've been on a tear, just an absolute tear, trading these levels. That's so nice. Before I'd be a little upset that I'd missed the London Open because London market can be awesome, and we all know the first hour of the Nasdaq can be tricky. But man, there's still I don't have to be up all night trading, man. You can pick your spots, make your good profit off your levels, and you're done. I've never enjoyed trading ever like this, because you all know there's so many buy and sell indicators, and I have 7 of my own. Level trading is just so much more enjoyable for me. I just love being at a price where I know I'm okay being wrong, and I'm okay being right. I don't have to there's days you struggle on Friday, but it didn't kill me. It is actually me forcing it, right? As JP saw, it wasn't the GAN lines that would be the problem. It was my behavior. I was trying to force the levels and not letting the levels play out. And I always kind of let the GAN lines tell you the story. And then if the story doesn't clear, you just don't trade it, right? And then wait till you feel like you understand it, or go into practice mode and practice, right? So anyway, that's kind of what I did on that trade. I already killed it on that short, and then as we already saw it, just practicing a level short there. That was beautiful. So GAN to GAN. You don't need 8 GAN lines. One is, as you can see, is plenty. So, and of course, if I was wrong, that would have been playing too minis, as we all know, depending on your account size. But hopefully we're all having accounts where we can use minis. Not that I don't love micros, But for me, I'd like to have a 10 lot account one day where I can put on a 10 lot, make 10K or whatever, 5K, or I don't care what the number is, but follow the process and, have some killer days, Yeah, I was just, what I was doing, like, I remember the number. It was 115, and I kept thinking it was going to hold 115, and I kept re-entering. So forcing it, meaning that, like, I was profitable, but then it kept, like, the short wasn't working. Like, it came down, I was in profit, it would go back, and then I'd re-enter. And so I was forcing a level that really, I was trying this kind of trade, right? This one played out. On Friday, I didn't get this nice move down. This is actually, so yeah, I was hoping for this, but that's the thing, like in my mind, I wanted the market to do it versus this, I just let it play out, right? On Friday, I was trying to force the market to do this. So that's the difference, right? This just kind of happened, it played out, and that's what happens when you follow the process. The market will pay you versus me, I was kept re-entering on an area that just wasn't working. I definitely have 40 ticks, 30 ticks for a stop loss. I try not to take a full stop, but it's going to happen. I mostly it's like levels, and then honestly, it's where it makes the most sense, and that's where you have to have. And that's where JP is going to help me with the ATR aspect on risk management, because that's number one. The worst thing you could ever do is do 5 lots on a small account and then it wicks you out, so you're wrong but right. That's like my worst nightmare, because I've done that before, where you overtrade it, you over lot, you over throttle on your account, versus if you just do a few micros. So even if you get wicked out, like, so if you're playing this level up here and like you get wicked out, let's say you get wicked out, right? You see these deltas kind of wicking you out. But then all of a sudden now you want to enter again, you play it smart so you don't miss out on, but if you want to have your stop in the right area, we already knew that. So if you go back in time, and again, nothing's ever perfect because we all know levels are nothing, but look, we knew this overnight action had some support, right? We knew this from Gann, especially when you do like a daily. That's where dailies are nice too. 4 hours are good, and then it's nice to have dailies too. So you can see this daily. Look at this daily Gann. That 320 was a killer level, because it like a double bounced here. At the news right here, didn't do jack. It just basically came up here. It didn't blow through it. So a lot of times, like, an area means something more. Like if this blew back, blew up, and they're looking for a retest. It's the classic, goes through an area, retests kind of theory that we like. But a lot of times, I'm playing bounces too. So as y'all can see, that 320 was that was just like perfect, right? You have double top here, and then it retested here, so it came down, it's retesting it. So you're okay being wrong. So we don't know the future. I could have totally been wrong there, but your stop's going to be in this area, right? About a little bit of room, because this is just a zone. As good as Gann is, as we all know, sometimes it just taps on the dime, but sometimes it does wick, and NQ loves to wick people out. Like I'm almost shocked. Like, I thought, we all know, NQ loves to just wick all these weak shorts out, and then it didn't. That's why I was surprised. That's why, for me, you play your levels, but they still love to play those liquidation games. But today, NQ didn't. So that's why you never know. That's where you have your areas. And, yeah, NQ was just actually, very nice to me today. So I hope that answers your question on how I'd, if I was back in time, if it wicked me out, I wouldn't just re-enter like I have done. That's the behavior I'm trying to avoid, let's say it wicked up, took me out, I would wait, and if it held again under 320, I would re-enter, but I wouldn't want to re-enter a short if it keeps pushing up, right? Now, obviously, if it's pushing up to if it pushed up to 361 and we're getting confirmation of short, fine, but if you fall in love with it, you don't want to fall in love with an area, right? If you get stopped out, you definitely want to pause for a second and be like, okay, wait, what's NQ going to tell us, right? Because we just need to be patient, right? Yeah, that happens, So you got flushed out with a big wick, holding 8 minutes. Oh man, we use short down that's, dude. I feel you, dude. I mean, that's where I mean. I've been there and I will be there. That's just the reality of how, unfortunately, it works, right? NQ loves. I mean, that's why I was watching this news event, and it didn't do anything. Look, it just kind of grinded up, and it didn't even break 320. Look at that. So for me, that's why going short here, it just made sense for me personally. But it can wick you out. I mean, that's just, NQ will do it. I mean, I don't know if you can really get around that, just because we all know these guys know where the orders are. We know that. All the market makers know. So they obviously they want to punish the most people as possible, right? That's how they make their money. So that's where we just have to, play it right with our account size. So if we get wicked out, it doesn't take us out of the game. That we can either A, we're okay, we're done for the day, or B, if we feel confident this level is good, it's still good, we can re-enter in case we do get worked out, right? So that's where risk, as I think JP hinted to me, many times, risk man, before strategy, before everything, right? We all have to, risk management is number one. That's why on one of my toolkits, I'm going to have, some risk management, ATR stuff to help us. So we just manage risk first, and then level second, then third, our confirmation tools to help us navigate, Yeah, every time, the moment, but, the market, so. Yeah, they even know how to paper trade. Yeah, dude, I know. Paper trading, that's why I treat paper trading as real. That, to me, felt real because I literally would have done that trade. Now, I love the time. I don't always love being in the market before the market opens, but it gave us a good area. It gave us confirmation. So, you know what? I mean, trading is not a perfect, people always say, they'll email me and they always want this perfect, X plus Y equals. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. We all know that. There's no perfect formula. It's a wild west a little bit. You have structure to your risk management. You have structure on your mindset. But, when you're in the heat of the moment, that's where, that's why you have your levels and your confirmations. Because, man, when you see the P&L flickering, it messes with your emotions, right? So, but if you're just playing with the right account size, it won't do that. If you have a big account and too minis, if you get stopped out, that's not going to mess your mindset up, right? That's not going to, hopefully it doesn't trigger an anger, a tilt reaction, right? So it used to do that to me. Being wrong used to throw me off, right? But now you have to just know you're okay being wrong. And that's probably the biggest thing, right? Being okay that you don't know everything. It's when you try to act like you know everything, that's when you get in trouble, right? Because then you have blind spots. So, I don't know, that's what else we can talk about. Scalping, we caught a sweet move. People are scalping levels. As you can see, before someone could have scalped 164 up to 05. So, you can definitely, keep trading. I don't love the counter scalp, but I have done it, and I'm sure I will again. And again, this 64 was another great scalp. You didn't get full confirmation till later, but again, you have a double bottom per se here, where you could have scalped a little bit. You know the market's going to consolidate. I mean, that's just the way it works. So anyway, you can play levels beyond going for bigger moves. You can just play the level to level if people want to keep trading. So just got to manage. You can see how it's not perfect. So if you would have got in here 166 down to 150, that's that might have taken somebody out. Like if you're like playing an area, it kept going down. It almost got down to it almost went gan to gan, almost 50%. So if you were patient though, if it was going down, you waited for the wick and then you enter. You wait for this. So at least gives you more of a higher probability. Again, anything can happen at any time. So if you got in here, you got your GAN, you got your Eric GAN, and look, you could have gone GAN to GAN again. So that's what's so cool about it, is you can play these levels all day long if you're patient, and you might get a couple of lumps on the way, but you just saw, okay, so this was a good scalp. We caught this one. You could have caught this one. You could have caught this one. So I mean, that would have been an awesome scalp right there, right? So lots of ways to do it, and that's where you practice, right? You take a couple of micros, and you start. Again, am I saying to go long here? No. Like kind of like this example, you got to almost pretend the market's going to go down forever. Now wait for confirmation that gives you a decent reason that you feel like you could scalp a level. Now you could be wrong, but that's okay. If you're practicing, I know John's been practicing levels the past a little bit, and he mentioned, are you still on, John? Are you done? I don't know if John's still on. I know John. I think the GAN was kind of a new concept for him, which it was for me just about 6 months ago. But it's so nice that it just gives you the structure, right? I mean, the high probability isn't to go long on these scalps, right? The high probability play is that would have been an awesome scalp again. 06 down there. So that's two scalps, even not catching a big move. You caught two wind and wind. So upcycle. Okay, cool. So I mean, these are two high probability scalps right down, right? You have this big move down. We know the market's going to consolidate. And yeah, who knows? We all know it can do anything at any time. But you're just looking for those probability moves where you can set your stop in the right spot. And so yeah, we caught this one, and you could have caught this one. And again, you could have caught, and so I could go on forever. But if you're playing levels, and then again, you can see where someone at 165 could be scalping a little bit here, right? I'm not saying you should do it, but there's opportunities. If I prefer scalping with the main trend of the day, but we all know things can flip. And with the Trump era, I mean, it's just a crazy time. I'm hoping that we'll get some clearer days. I think I was talking about that last week. I think it was like last Thursday. Like, I think we were getting a nice clear trend day for a while, and then I think it reversed. But either way, like, we haven't really had clean price action, right? Where it's just been just a nice, like, this is probably the best. Again, this is probably the cleanest action I've seen in a while, honestly, at the open, where it didn't get all like jaggy or jolty. Like, that was a pretty clean move down, right? That was about as easy as it gets, and that doesn't happen. That at least lately hasn't been lately like that, right? So, but that was pretty fun. When it does, it's like, oh, it's kind of relaxing. Minus the, I swear Thursdays can be brutal. Thursdays I don't know what it is about Thursdays lately too. Sometimes you start noticing certain days are just kind of really tough, and Fridays, right? Fridays can be wonky. But anyway, that's kind of GAN 101. I don't know what. I'm loving this stuff, guys. I mean, I'm loving this toolkit thing. I'll definitely play with the code a little bit and then push it out to our core group. So yeah, I'm lucky that with our core members, I'm hoping we can add a few more. I mean, my goal is to grow to be about 100 people that I can support
after that, just kind of lock it up. I don't want 1,000 people in our Discord. I like a good core group of people that that we can kind of manage. Doesn't get too crazy. So if people just want to use the indicators for $25 a month, I think that's a fair offering, honestly, for all the work that we put in. JP on the back end is helping me test stuff, and other people can volunteer too. We're working on a lot of strategies right now for people that GAN, right? GAN it takes a bit, right? So it's been kind of nice to have some levels, so where we can just have some strategies out there for people. If people really want to get into GAN, that's where those onboarding calls really help, and that's where I took off pricing for a while because I was getting so many questions. And I get it, because GAN is a kind of level trading is different, right? It's just a different way of thinking. But now I just have a much better, clear vision on how to approach it than I even did, a month ago. And I just have a way better approach on how to teach it than I did. So I have way more confidence that I can take someone that has no GAN knowledge, and within it might not be a week, but literally within a month or less, they're going to build confidence on taking confident trades and either passing eval or, even better, growing an account, slowly and in the right way. So anyway, that's my Wednesday morning, right, guys? That was killer. I don't know, that was awesome. Oh man, that was good. A perfect 8 GAN level trade, and then another awesome Eric 1 GAN level trade. I don't know, awesome stuff. I'm loving this. So I don't know if anyone else has anything. I don't want to talk your ears off here. I don't want to bore you guys. I apologize. I'm not the most entertaining person in the world. But I do love trading, that's for sure. So I don't know what you're thinking, JP. If you're, some good moves, great scalps. You can trade off the 4 hour, you can trade off the 1 hour. I wouldn't go too much smaller, but you can. You can go down to 15 even. But look, I just love it, right? It just gives you these levels. 165. Now don't go long. But let's just say we're gonna go long here off this pin bar. Let's see if we can get a scalp up to 05. Now again, I don't follow me because I'm on practice mode right now. Let's get my stop loss. Now of course we're going against the trend, so I'm not just something to do. I wouldn't think this is going to work, but let's say we're playing off this 165. So now we're getting something that's saying, this trade's not going to work. So in this case, I'd be like, I'm going to get out. So that trade idea might work. Just it shows you that, and it might bounce back up. But as far as you're practicing, again, that is definitely not an A+ type of trade. I would never, if I was in a live account, if I was waiting all day, I'm not waiting all day to scalp off a move that's down. I'm looking to scalp with the move, right? As you can see, and that didn't work out because, let's see, I'm about 30 minutes behind on the feed. But yeah, Vegas, I'll be here. Exactly, dude. That's the beauty of it. Trading, so many different reasons why. My why is to, my mental. I just love the mental aspect of trading because it's just it's game warfare. Mind. It's really just you against the market per se, and there's just so many opportunities, infinite ways to view the market, and you can see that actually trade might have worked. I didn't on a smaller time frame, but that scalp actually would probably be decent, but I didn't love it. This is all red, so but you can definitely if people, that actually trade would have actually been working. I got out, but it's all right. I didn't like the way it was going. It was bouncing around. At this point, I'm not going to take it long because I'd be chasing. But that's just a case example where if I found a level, I didn't like the way the price action was reacting, so I just get out. Even though I was practicing, I didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, so even then, you got in 164. I'd be like, I don't like it. I don't like this trade going north right now. I mean, it could work out, but I don't like it. I'd like more confirmation. But, is NQ, is it found its bottom? I mean, I don't ever predict anything. I just like levels. I like levels and confirmation. I don't care where the price is, how high it's gone. All I care about is give me a good level, and then see, look at that, it's breaking through. So, are you playing 165 down to 131? But there's not really a lot of confirmation, but you definitely could. Someone could definitely be playing 164 down to 129 ish, maybe. Now you get a delta coming on. So again, that's where I like to scalp with the trend, not against it. A good example of that right there, right? I was trying to catch that little thing just as a practice, and really the practice should be practicing scalping with the trend. Because look at that. Now you're getting another again and again, 164, another air again and again. It's good chance it's getting down to 131. I mean, who knows? But I wouldn't want to long this. Like, this is beautiful. This is another beautiful again and again right here. That's awesome. Yeah, I love when trading when you can watch it and still be happy. I'm not, I've already, I did my thing. Now it's just fun watching how it plays levels. I'm loving this. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I'm agreed too. 135 is a daily, so let's go to yeah. You're right. So this is a daily level, and then this is stacked a daily level with an hour. So yeah, you're right. You got to think that this might hold, but who knows? I mean, the market. If we go back in time, yeah, there's definitely some. I mean, obviously, there's always orders, but right now it's not holding. Oh yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, I would not personally be buying this 135 yet. I mean, I'd like to see confirmation personally, but it definitely could bounce back up to 165. I mean, anything could happen, but yeah, to me, give me a level and then wait for confirmation. Kind of like this level, and then you got confirmation to short that thing. So that would have been a beautiful short down. That was perfect. Yeah, I mean, the daily is just kind of there. I mean, you got to know a lot of retail traders, man. They're just buying this thing right now, thinking it's pausing, and they might catch it. But as we all know, you can't catch lows every day and make a living. It's just you can't. I've tried it. You can't pick bottoms. It's just not a repeatable way to trade. Yeah, you can get lucky and get exotic on occasion. And who knows? It could easily bounce. But can you do that every day? I don't really enjoy that. I like having a plan. I like having a level, waiting for everything to be line up, and then executing. I love that process, right? I don't like just to it's a level, buy. I like to have a whole game plan. It does get tricky though with GAN, because are you gonna so if you missed all this, so now if you're just starting new, are you gonna take it short or are you gonna go long? That's where that's why I like to be at my favorite time frame. Like now, this is where I don't love. I don't always this would be tough for me to know what to do. So again, it gets to be easy, But then it gets to be tough. Like, I honestly don't know how it's going to react at this level. So that's where, for me, I like it to tell the story. I honestly don't know if it's going to blast through this thing or if it's going to bounce, right? I don't know. So that's where GAN has its limitations. Like, it can be really, like I love it earlier. Like, earlier I loved it because it gave me all this information of where this, this level could hold. Now, this is in kind of no man's land for me personally. Like, I just don't, it puts a lot of doubt. Like, I don't have a confidence factor, right? Like, if I was starting right now, I wouldn't know what to do. I'll be honest. Like, you could say, okay, it's breaking down and shorting it down to there, but is that A plus? I just don't have, for me personally, this isn't enough information for me to be trading this. Hence why I'm not even taking a demo trade. I just don't have confidence right at this level. Earlier, yes, that's why I was in it. Right now, I really don't know, right? So if I don't know, or if I don't feel like I have confirmation either way, I'm not going to do anything, even if it's practice. I don't want to practice bad habits. Dude, CJ, what is up, dude? Where have you been? You been just making money over at My Funded Futures or wherever you're at, or I'm not sure which group you're with nowadays, but or you're with Take Profit. But yeah, dude, I mean, I don't really, the algo is more of a, I'd call it, I wouldn't know if it's really an algo, it's more of a trading, like it's more like a trade manager, right? So we go down to the 30-second, like it's not a buy and sell indicator per se. It's once you have your levels, then it's really good. So like you can see, it's bearish right now. But as you can see, if you're playing this level, you could wait for this to turn. Use it as a trigger. But I personally would be entering, like if I had confirmation, I would actually enter earlier. So we're actually doing more entries with confirmation now at CJ. I mean, I do like I do like it as a trade manager per se. But you see, you're getting a nice bounce there. So, I mean, again, you could practice long off this, 134, scalping up to 166. Again, not my favorite because you're going against the market. We haven't even got a delta technically, but just for practice sakes, let's see if we can get up to 166. Who knows, then we get this. So that's where I didn't love this level for a lot of reasons. I would have liked to see a delta. Well, I guess we had one here. But yeah, this short, if this comes back, I'll just get out. If it hits like 135, I'll be out. Nice, dude. Glad you took some time off, man. That's awesome. So we'll see if we can get this scalp up to 164. So we had a delta here, but we're also on a 30-second chart. So that's like, you have to be kind of like, grain of salt here. But now we are getting again almost here. So you would have had a small, we actually got in a little late. So if you're getting in late like this and you're in the profit, sometimes, you just take your profit and you get out. Sometimes in levels, you're not going to always get the level you want, right? I mean, this might turn out. Just giving you an example, sometimes, just take your profit sometimes. There's just a lot of ways you can do the GAN levels. But yeah, when you're on a 30-second chart, it's hard to trust. That's why I like the 5-minute, because then, you're not going to get as many trades, but you're going to get the best ones, right? We already caught the best trade, so you're done. So then you can go to a 1-minute chart or a 30-second chart if you want to practice. But for me, as on the 5-minute, I caught the best trade of the day, and I'm done. So yeah, and as you all know, if you go to a smaller time frame, more signals, more opportunities, and then there's more opportunities to lose. So yeah, you can make more, but yeah, it all depends on how much mental energy do you have left, and then what do you want to do? Like for me, that's that's killer trade. I mean, that was eight. We saw it. We had like eight 1 hour GAN lines. One, two, at least two. Because I think we caught all this, but we caught a huge chunk of it. And so, do you keep trading just because you can? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people. I'm not that addicted to it. A couple of hour, 2 hours of scalping. That's good enough for me. That's enough energy and mental thinking for me. But for you, I don't know, for you guys, especially when it comes to risk, you just, you get tired, fatigued, you make mistakes, right? At least I do. If I'm tired, you start seeing ghosts. And then unless CJ's on, CJ can call the market. He's almost always, that's why, it's good to see you, CJ, man. No, I was on the 32nd. When I took that last trade, I dropped down to the 32nd just to play the level a little bit. And, it almost got up to 165. I got out, the $100 profit. But, it bounced. It bounced off 130, 135-ish, and then, but again, 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart is really where I like to get my best trade ideas. Honestly, trading on such a small time frame, but again, you can scalp these levels all day long if you're, as long as you keep your risk at the right area. I don't know if my companion is that great on a 32nd. I mean, it's okay. I guess it's okay. I mean, technically, if you were on the 32nd, this did okay. This did okay. This did okay. You got kind of a mixed bag here. I mean, by the time you got that, you're gonna hit again. This one was decent. That was a pretty good one. And then this is pretty choppy. And then you weren't at a GAN level, but still it gave you a chunk to clear this GAN. That's where GANs can be a little tricky, because sometimes if it's at a GAN and you're playing the continuation of it, but then it just hit that daily GAN. That's just so powerful. I'm glad that Cycling brought that up. When you have to be aware of that daily GAN area, because look at it. It just double bounced, and that's a nice scalp there, right? Because it hit that daily GAN, a double bounce. So yeah, that's what's beauty about it. You can keep scalping these levels. Look at that. So another GAN to GAN, another nice double bounce, and you can't rely. You got maybe one confirmation, then it flipped, then you got a bullish pin later on. So that's kind of cool. And then you're getting this nice, cool volume delta here. So that was kind of cool. So, but yeah, as we all know, right? I mean, you do things, and then eventually a level will fail. So if you're trying to scalp this 165, well, you'd want more confirmation. So if you like this level, let's say for example, you do like this level, well, it just bounced off this daily, right? Is it just going to all of a sudden bounce off this 165 and come right back? I don't know, right? That's where you need more confirmation to short this 65. I mean, it was a good short earlier, but now we got a whole new set of data now. This bounced off this daily. Now we need more confirmation to short this thing. I personally, right? Because now everyone's, it is coming down a little bit, but it's bouncing. Is that the best short of the day? I'm just saying it right now. It should be short. Should we be short than 165? Do we have enough confirmation? We have two. We have that. So I guess you could practice. Again, don't follow me or anything. You have the delta and the volume. So then you'd keep your stop definitely probably above this bar. This candle, right? So your stop would definitely be, so you're risking $300. Am I going to try to shoot for the full GAN? Probably not. I don't know. Is it going to come all the way back down to the daily GAN again? mean, it's just it double balanced off this thing. So, but could you scalp a little bit in here? Like, I'd be definitely more aggressive with my stop. Like, I'd be like, I wouldn't be trusting this thing as much because it already double balanced off that, that daily. So you can see it's profitable, but there you go. See, you're already, well, we'll see what happens here. That's why I have my lot. I'd probably move my stop a little bit. I'm okay losing $200, right? Playing this level. I'm okay, right? If I get smacked, I'll live with that. I'm playing this level. I got some decent confirmation. It did come back to retest a little bit. And this is up to you now. We're kind of at that 50% area. Do you just want to scalp off, take $300, or do you want to play the level down? So for me, I'm going to move my stop. And what I'd probably do is take off a contract. So I'll probably, if I'm scalping this thing, take some profit, right? Oops, I did the wrong thing. So take off one contract. So you just made 150, just trailing your stop down a little bit. And if it goes again, great. Otherwise, you just made $150, and you might make $250-ish off a little scalp, low risk. Knowing though, that's where you're aware. It bounced off this daily already. I mean, is it going to come back? I don't know. You never know, right? See, but it's profitable trade, right? So yeah, you're not always going to get again, but you can still find ways to get profit in these areas, and that's where you have awareness. Yeah, just classic, trading 101. We already knew it bounced here, so was it going to come back? We don't know, but we knew this was a level before price where you could get a decent scalp. So anyway, that's where you practice with it, right? And again, sometimes you lose, other times, as we've seen it, you're going to get some nice moves, right? So, and again, we're getting into the time of day. We already had the best price action. Now we're getting into some just kind of wonky, this is just kind of not my favorite kind of clean price action. So, I mean, I'm sure it will happen again later today, but right now, I'm not loving a short here, and I'm not really loving the long. So for me, the story is not clear. Now everyone else has their own, that's the beautiful part. Someone else might see the story different than me. So they might be like, yeah, I like this 65, going to the next scan. That might make sense for their trading and whatever. You're getting some good confirmation. But again, is it going to go to 164 all the way to 206, 207, 206? I know I always think in probabilities. It could easily happen. I mean, you're definitely in profit if someone jumped in that 165. But anyway, that's a lot of ways to play levels, and it can be fun. That's one nice thing about there. If you got a 165, you can be moving your stop and either taking some profit, or as you see, it's gonna probably bounce around a little bit there. So yeah, a lot of ways to play it, especially if micros. That's why micros are kind of fun, because you can keep your risk so minimal. But you can see is it stalling out now? Are we gonna be kind of choppy? Gotta let my dog. Actually, I'll be right back. Yes. It was like under 3 probably. I got like, you want to invest it? Right. Hey, buddy. Oh man, I missed that bounce. Holy moly. Dang. There you go. That's a 4-hour GAN again. Probably. Man. Beauty, look at that. 136. Oh man, that's beautiful. Hope someone caught that. Man, that was awesome. Did you catch that, CJ? Look at that. That daily GAN. What a beautiful trade there. You get the volume. Oh man, double bounce. Wow. Yeah. Just when I said it'd be all wonky, and then now you get a nice clean move. So yeah, that's an hour. GAN again there. That'd be amazing if for someone. Oh wow, that's a killer. So anybody trading that, or anybody going along there? Guess not. Just looks like you have a triple bottom on daily. Yeah, you called it there, second. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, nice triple there. I mean, you got a nice, definitely even on the 30-second. Look at that. Yeah, great. Some good. Who knows, man? I have no idea what it's going to do, JP. I mean, is it going to go all the way back up to, 230? I mean, who knows, man? Oh, you went long, dude? Where'd you get in at? At 130, hopefully near 140-ish. Or where'd you go long? Oh, wow. What's up? We got Hobie in Discord. What's up, Hobie? Thanks, Cycling, for posting that Discord. Oh, well, either way, we'll see if we can do a nice little pump up here. Yeah, cool to see some new people in Discord. Gotta love it. $174. You got long. So you didn't get long even at the GAN, the 1 hour, the 165? What are you doing, JP? You're killing me. 174. Oh, you're still in the money. So good job, but what are you doing? You should have gone at 165. Or at least 168. But good job though. I'm glad you're up. I mean, I'm just making fun of you. But 174, What are you doing? Just kidding. That's good. That's working for you though. Oops, why is it? I hate that. It's working. You could get. Yeah, you could get to 06. Why not? Hope it does. Go to 06. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, you're away. Well, no excuses, man. You're a traitor. You don't have chickens in the backyard. I was just outside freezing. What were you doing? You weren't feeding chickens. Come on, 06. That'd be awesome. But I don't know. Let's check out the 4 hour. So yeah, we're at a 4 hour again right now. So that might be tricky. The 4 hour again could you can see could pose a problem for that long, JP. I mean, I don't know, but the 182 4 hour bounced here, kind of failed here per se. I mean, barely, and then we'll see. Maybe it's just regrouping and going back long off 165, but definitely pausing at 82 for a second here, or a little lower. Definitely, there's some shorts coming in here, obviously. I mean, that's the obvious, so we'll see. But, yeah, this triple bottom off, is it just regrouping just to run it north? I mean, I don't know. But it'd be cool to see 182 hold, If you can get GAN to GAN here, that'd be kind of a cool trade. Go to a 1 minute. See if that gives anything. See, I get a nice volume there. So it's hopefully that's a 81 hold. Yeah, so we're at 88. Hopefully it gets up to 213. That'd be a nice trade. Catching the sun. You don't need to catch sun. You get sun. It's like sunny every day there. Actually, yeah, if we all make this work, we'll just all meet at JP's house. You have room for us, JP? But I don't know if JP's house will be as fun as Vegas. Yeah, I'm not getting enough vitamin D. Come on, puppy. Yeah, it's pretty sad watching my dog try to go to the bathroom outside. He's just a little poodle, or what do you call it? He's a mix, but yeah, Vegas can be pretty fun in short term. I don't love Vegas, but go see Celine Dion, or I don't know, whoever JV likes. Let JP pick. Maybe it's is it Carrie Underwood? Are you into country? I don't know. I'd rather have someone like, I don't know, not country. Well, thanks for joining, man. Take care. See you later, dude. I am going to Hinterland this year. Hinterland, I don't know if you guys know Hinterland. It's an awesome musical festival in Iowa. And it's like 3 days of just some of the best music. I mean, it's amazing. You just camp out, and then you walk down to this grassy hill thing, and it's called Hinterland. Oh man, it's just like an hour away from Des Moines, and it's just like I like indie, kind of like indie pop or indie alternative, and they have some kind of bluegrass too, but some of the most high quality musicians 3 days in a row. Now, I know some, so yeah, I mean you could go to hinterland.com, but like I know Casey Musgraves is headlining, Lana Del Rey. So you get a good mixture of what I call kind of like, it's like indie pop or indie alternative. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, I mean, they're mainstream, but it's not like, but it's not pop either. You're not going to get like, Taylor Swift or like, whatever, that kind of stuff. But you just get like really high quality, groups. So yeah, I'll be doing that for 3 days, camping out, jamming to my favorite kind of music. And so yeah, I mean, it's not the prettiest area. It's basically just all grass, but man, it's a cool venue because it's like on a big hill, so you can sit on the hill and listen, or you can go down and party it up with people right by the stage. But so you can they have a lot of vendors. So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. I do want to do like Wee Fest one day, where like a country, like there's so many cool musical festivals nowadays, and I know Florida has so many cool ones. Every time I come on Instagram, I see people at these like awesome musical festivals in Florida. I'm like, man, it gets me jealous. Well, it's in August, dude. So no, it's actually going to be 90. It's going to be hot. It's in August 1st. It's like the first weekend in August. So no, dude, it'll be freaking hot for Iowa standards anyway. It won't be Florida hot or Texas hot, but Midwest, it'll be close to 90, I bet. And with humidity, we don't get your kind of humidity, but it'll be hot for sure. Want to be cold, JP. It's not always cold in the Midwest, JP. Just 6 months of the year, okay? It's not always cold. It's only 6 months of the year. So know your geography, know your states. You know what I mean? Just kidding, JP. Yeah, I know, you guys 90s most of the time. Honestly though, when I was in Utah over the summer, this past summer, that's where I'm from, and it was in August, dude, I couldn't do anything all day. Couldn't golf, couldn't play pickleball, it was it was like 90 degrees, but I hate heat. Seriously, I missed Minnesota. There wasn't a day all summer that I couldn't do something, where I could go outside. Yeah, it was like 80, 70, but it was never like 90 and like miserable. Like, I hate heat. And I know cold sucks too, but dude, I hate being hot. It just drives me crazy. So I actually was like, man, I can't wait to get back to Minnesota. So the more you guys look at this, awesome bounce off of that daily. And then look at that Gan there. And now we'll see. We're gotten some, is it just going to, I don't know. This is where it's tricky, right? Big move down, some consolidation, and then now it's like, is it going to run back up? Is it going to pump up? So that's where, either you're done for the day, you caught your best move, or who knows, right? Yeah, dude, I'd be inside. I hate heat. It drives me crazy. I can't. If it's like above 85, I'm not going to golf when it's 90. No thanks. No way. You know what I mean? I can't take it. And you guys have mosquitoes and alligators and spiders. It's too cold up here for that. We don't have anything. We get mosquitoes, but we don't really have to deal with too many bugs. So that's kind of interesting. Look at that. You're getting a nice bounce off that 181. So, that's kind of a cool play. Pretty low risk. I mean, if someone got in at 182, and I was making fun of JP for getting at 174. 174 actually was an hour again, so I guess I shouldn't have been ripping on JP for that. So, yeah, dude. You read those stories that get people are on a walk and an alligator snags them. You're like, holy cow! Like, or people get, they're camping and a bear snags them. Like, geez, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it sounds terrifying. But yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty cool trade there. If you're still long, JP, that's not bad. 74. You're doing pretty well there, buddy. If you held on. So I guess I shouldn't have made fun of you for getting in on so late. Because you could actually, there's a good trade at 182. That was decent. I'll see if it holds. I don't know. You shall see. You're going to hold the 212? All right. That'd be a nice GAN to GAN. I love it. I hope it works out, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that thing's doing well. Good job. Actually, you're doing better than that because you had it at 174. So, yeah, but I guess that'd be GAN to GAN on the 1 hour. That's pretty awesome. So you are the king, dude. You are the king. Yeah, dude. Well, I think that might cover it. That's a couple of, 2 hours ish. So I'm going to jump off and do some coding. And I don't know, do you guys want this companion thing or not? I guess, maybe you guys don't want it. So maybe I'll just keep it to myself. I kind of like it. Let's see what's doing on the 5 minute real quick. Do you want that companion? Do you like this companion thing, JP? What do you think? Does it have any promise? On the 5 minute, it didn't really help much, unfortunately. It did up here. It didn't help. See, not really. Lost most of my logs. Trying to pick. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to pick the bottoms, right? That's nothing fired off on the 5. It's a little disappointing. Share the wealth, bro. Well, look, definitely needs to work because you didn't fire off any deltas on the 5. Let's see if it did on the 3. I'm a little disappointed in it. Yeah, even the 3, it gave you a pin bar bullish. But it didn't give us any good. I'm surprised. Like you think, on the 1 minute it did. On the 1 minute it gave you some volume bars. So, but then it's also giving you the contrarian ones. So I'm a little disappointed that it didn't have some reaction to, because obviously there's a volume here, so it looks like it needs work. But I'll definitely play with it a little bit more. And then publish it, and then you guys can see if it helps you, and then we'll keep tweaking at it and make it better and better. Because if you look at, I do have a table with it. So I don't know. It has a position size, stop loss, and take profit, but I think what we need more. You want more of an ATR. Is that that's right for risk management, JP, right? Don't you want ATR as far as the dashboard, or what are you thinking for the an ATR? Because I think that should be part of this indicator, is the ATR, right? Is that what you're thinking? Maybe so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at guessing stuff like that. I just kind of play levels. I don't. I have a hard time enough trying to guess. But yeah, I mean, you could be right, dude. I mean, there's definitely that component to it. Yeah, I'll see if I can add a ATR section on the dash, so people have it helps them with risk management. Because I mean, hopefully you already know about position sizing. As you can see here, it's not wrecking. Although it might be only like 1,000. Let's see what size of account do I have on this thing. So, if you had a $100,000 account, then you could have 4 minis. But if you have just a 10,000, you'd have to go to micros, because it only want you to have like a half a position on a $10,000. So you can see that's why you need a bigger buffer to trade minis. We all know that. That's like But whatever this thing is saying take profit when it gets to 64. This thing might be off a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Is the market going to 643? That's I think this is off. That's but I'll work that out and then see if we can get. I'm surprised, honestly, that there's no volume on the 5 minute. You think you can see it does a pretty good job, but then clearly it offered no help at that daily. That's the thing. Like, I wanted it to give us. We had volume here, but I would have liked this. I wish it would have printed something there, but anyway, good stuff, guys. I don't know I guess I could ask any more questions at all. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to coding. We caught this awesome trade down, another killer day. So back to back, awesome days. I think 3 in a row. I mean, I don't know. I'm almost losing track now. And I know Friday was rough, but otherwise, I know we just so many awesome days. I should probably start tracking them, but otherwise, good stuff. No, I appreciate everyone jumping on here, and I will be on tomorrow morning. So thanks again, guys. Take care.